Peninsula. They have seen some pretty much all morning long. Along with that has come some cooler temperatures simply because there is a front hooked onto that low, and that front has worked its way across northern Michigan, especially in the Upper Peninsula, where the temperatures are anywhere from 15 to 20 degrees cooler than what they are right here. Hot spot in the state right now, three of them. Detroit, where you would expect, at 87. Caro looking at 87 degrees, and Marshall is currently looking at 87. A number of 85s and 86s out there. As I said before, we're going to peak out at about 90, 91 by the time the day is all done. We will have some clouds move through simply because that cold front is gradually going to work its way into the lower peninsula. At last look, we were seeing a thunder shower right at the Straits and in areas just to the immediate south of the Mackinac Bridge, but all that activity was moving off to the east. Now, we talked about heat. We've been talking about heat for, it seems like, forever. And over the long 4th of July holiday, southwestern portions of the continental United States were well in the hundreds. We saw a number of cities in Arizona anywhere from 106 to 110. And again, that's on the thermometer. Seattle, Washington was looking yesterday at 89 degrees. Today, they're expecting 90. On Thursday, they're looking for 87. Southern California, other than San Diego, which continues to be the Garden of Eden for the most part, where those temperatures never really seem to vary all that much. But you move a little bit away from San Diego, Southern California, some readings of over 109. Las Vegas yesterday was 106. Today they're forecasting 106, and tomorrow 104. Again, that's on the thermometer. San Francisco in the low 90s, Yuma, Arizona, 110. Northern California, just south of the Oregon border, they're looking at 101 at a number of those. And Portland is expecting a high of 102 as we go through the day today. Now, heat indices, we're seeing 110s, 115s, 118s that run all the way from the southwest corner of the continental United States all the way over into Florida. And Orlando right now has a heat index in the forecast today of over 105. Fort Myers, 106. Then you move up into Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia, they're looking at 102 heat index today, back where you would expect it to be warm. Shreveport, Louisiana, they're looking at a heat index of 101. New Orleans, 105. Biloxi, Mississippi, looking at 101. Little Rock, Arkansas, heat index of 98, as well as Memphis and Nashville. And the heat is not going to go away. It does appear as though it's spreading a little bit and continuing to inch its way a little bit further north, especially right along the Ohio River Basin. So, our projected high temperature for the day, with a few more clouds as we go into the afternoon, 91. A low tonight only dropping down to 70. Sun will set this evening at 9:20, rise tomorrow morning at 6:02. That frontal system will be sliding through ever so slowly. There's a high pressure system trying to push it through. That's situated over North Dakota. And that high eventually is going to take over as we get into the day tomorrow. But we are looking for tomorrow high of about 78. So as you can tell, the front will have moved through. Mostly cloudy skies, maybe a sunny break here and there. We will have the best chance of some shower activity in the morning. And then we'll have some widely scattered stuff as we go into the afternoon. That high pressure will be moving into Wisconsin overnight tomorrow. And then on Friday, it's going to give us mostly sunny skies. And once again, our temperatures will be in the upper 70s. Our low temperatures tomorrow night will drop down to 55. So that'll tell you just how chilly that front is. Then on Friday night, only drop down to about 62. Now, throughout this period of time, we are going to be looking at a west and eventually a northwest breeze as we go through the day tomorrow. Tomorrow night, the northwest breeze, and that'll stick around through Friday and into Saturday. Saturday and Sunday, we're looking for temperatures close to 80 degrees, nighttime lows in the upper 50s to right around 60. Then to start off the work week next week, mid 80s for a high on Monday and Tuesday, nighttime lows about 60. There will be a threat of some shower activity around on Monday as well as Tuesday. But throughout this period of time and into the beginning of the work week next week, these showers are going to be very spotty. The best chance of seeing a spotty shower in your backyard is going to be late tonight and during the morning hours, especially tomorrow and very possibly tomorrow afternoon. Record high in this state is 98, set back in 1921 and tied in 1988. The record low is 45, set in 1972 and tied in 1979. And a year ago, our high was 88, our low was 69. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Matthew, who do we have standing by?
Up next, we have Cody Harris from Star of the West.
All righty. Before we get to all that, we want to remind you, the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll be talking to Scott DeVries with Nutrien Ag and find out what's going on there. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Risk management, they can take care of it for you. Take advantage of the good things and protect yourself against everything Mother Nature is going to throw at you. Remember, the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency is licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can get hold of their agents on their cell for questions or emergencies, or you can call the office in Reese, 989-868-4722. We say good morning to Cody Harris. Cody, no more fireworks, is there in Chicago, or what's going on?
Well, we got a little bit of firework action in Chicago, I'll say. We kind of shot up this morning at our 9:30 open, kind of still maintaining that level. Looking over at corn and soybeans, though, they're kind of taking a hit here today. I'm going to say those beneficial rains over the weekend are definitely benefiting that crop and maybe kind of pressing the market down a little bit here midweek, Terry. Looking at it right now, I'm going to say here at Star of the West, we did receive our first loads of new crop wheat here at harvested yesterday here this morning, so I'm going to just call it all wheat now. As of right now, so we got wheat up 18, 624 on the white, 574 on the red. Look over at cash corn, that's down 7, 486. And the new crop corn, that's down 6 at 431. Then look over at cash soybeans, that's down 8 at 1470. And new crop soybeans, that's down 10 at 1278.
So where are we getting the wheat right now, Cody?
Well, we've had a couple local loads here in the Saginaw Valley area that was off some lighter ground. I believe I was looking at some data here this morning on those loads, right around that 18 moisture, 19% moisture, around that 58, 59 test weight. All quality, I guess, tests as far as falling number and VOM look really good across the board. It's just been a couple loads, but it's kind of just starting everything here, Terry. But so far, I would say it's going maybe as expected with all this dry weather we've had the last couple months.
Well, I'll tell you, the test weights are kind of surprising me a little bit. I didn't expect it to be as good as what it is. So you're talking, what, upper 50s?
Yeah, as of right now, like I said, that's just a small sample size, but I would say that is kind of maybe a little shocker right now, but we still have a long way to go. A lot of different, or I would say there's a lot of differences and from field to field, it seems like. So I believe that number is probably going to be across the board as we continue through harvest, but definitely a good sign as of right now.
Boy, it sure is. Cody, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
You as well. Take it easy.
Will do. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Now over to Oppenheimer and Doug Klein. The Market Report brought to you by Thumb Bank and Trust, serving the needs of agriculture for well over 125 years. They've now got 13 locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank and Trust, where relationships are built on trust. And by the folks at Schaefer and Beerline. It's the best time of the year right now. New Ram truck inventory is in at Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth. So if you're in the market for a new Ram 1500, a Ram heavy-duty pickup, a ProMaster van, or Ram commercial truck, and want to buy with confidence from a dealer that knows what customer satisfaction really is, now's the time to go to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. Doug Klein, from what I understand, as Cody Harris just said, a little bit of fireworks going on in Chicago right now. Hopefully everybody else is playing it cool.
No, not really.
Okay.
The Saudis said that they're going to possibly cut oil production. Of course, we've heard that noise before, so I don't know what to make of that. But they got price of crude oil going up a couple bucks today. Factory orders missed this morning, so that was sort of kind of good news for the stock market. Hopefully that the Fed won't have to continue to beat us up and manipulate our markets down for their benefit, because the Fed minutes are coming out today, so the markets are a little bit nervous about that. Who knows what to make of it? Usually it's not good for the investors to hear what he has to say. Usually it's more of the same, negative influence on the stock market and whatever markets else that they can manipulate. But so that's what's going on. I guess they found some cocaine in the West Wing. I think they're going to blame that on George Bush or Bill Clinton. They're obviously the guys, right?
Well, sure. It keeps for a while. You don't have to worry about refrigeration, right?
In the ashtray or something.
Oh, there you go.
So anyway, here's your numbers. The July corn is $5.49, down 8 1/4. December corn $4.87, down 6 1/2. July soybeans $15.50, down 12 cents. November soybeans $13.41 1/2, down 12 1/4. July wheat is $6.47, up 18 1/2, and December wheat $6.76 1/4, up 15 1/2. The crude oil is $72.03, up $2.24. Heating oil is $2.49 1/2, that is up 11 3/4 cents. Gasoline is $2.53 3/4, that is up 7 cents. And natural gas is $2.66 1/2, that's down 3.8 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3266 Canadian, that's up 44 ticks. The dollar buys 144.56 yen, that's up 11 ticks. The euro is at 108.65, down 12 ticks. The dollar's at 103.18, up 15 ticks. Gold's at $19.3160, up $2.10. Silver's $23.29, up 39 1/2 cents. And platinum's at $913.70, that's up $4.40.
You have a great day, Doug.
Thank you. You too.
You bet. Talk to you later. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. Whatever you need right now, not only for weed control, but also side dress, whatever foliar applications are needed right now, because these crops do need to keep that growth pattern going. Might be a really good idea to book your time right now, because they do have 2 sprayer units ready to help you control those weeds and apply the foliar products. Just get a hold of Vic. He can scout the fields for you as well and tell you what's lacking, what you need, and what you should be taking a look at as we move through the next couple of weeks. Remember, Freeland Bean and Grain, serving you since 1983. We're serving you is their business. After this, Jerry Samolsky from Bay Landscaping and Garden Center.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor.
Why do I go by Shaw? Shaw stands for skilled hands at work.
And he lives up to the name as he uses his versatile tractor to
make my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R to
do both vegetables and my flowers. It's exciting, putting yourself out there, learning something new.
And with a long list of easy-to-attach implements, ranging from a front loader to a box blade and backhoe, they both can make
the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 1-Series tractor for just $130 per month at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations in Auburn Hills, Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They do have lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Stop by and see how they can become your hometown financial solution. Get more information by going to frankenmuthcu.org. Say good morning to Jerry Samalski. Jerry, lots of work to be done out there right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunately a little bit hot and hard to get to it. So with that said, a lot of work done in the early morning and in the late evening if you're out doing things. Particularly if you're thinking about spraying. I was at a client's house the other day. She was talking about spraying her roses. And we want to make sure that when we're applying any kind of chemical to a plant, we want to make sure we do that in the cool of the day. So any sprays, liquid sprays, can cause some problems with a little bit of scorch on the plants unless you spray early morning, late evening. That said, when we're applying our fertilizer with our chemicals in it for grub control right now, that's okay. That's not going to be taken up. It's not a liquid that's going to coat the plant and cause problems. So it's okay to do that during the heat of the day, as long as you can survive the heat of the day.
All right. Jerry, thanks a lot. You take care, all right?
Yes, sir, Terry.
Yeah, Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Along with me right now, Scott DeVries with Nutrient Ag. Scott, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, Terry. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I got the air conditioner going, and if it doesn't work, I roll down the windows.
Well, I'm sitting in the office today, and I think it's a great day to be in the office, even though it's not my favorite place in the world, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What are producers looking at right now? I don't know if you caught it, but Cody Harris was telling me some of the wheat is starting to come off now.
Yeah, I think, some of the wheat's starting to come off, and it'll be interesting to see where that all shakes out. But, we go from drought stress to moisture. Some people actually got a little excess moisture, but we'll be okay. So heat stress. So stress mitigation, I think, is everybody's going to be looking at. We got some humidity coming on. We're not far off from that. The plant health, that tar spot application, with the heat and the drought we had a few weeks ago. I mean, that's when insects really kick in. So we need to really look and see what that pest management strategy is going to look like. So there's some other options there we need to look at. So growers this time of year sometimes are saying, man, a lot of things coming up, and maybe the checkbook's getting thin, but we've got a lot of options with like Nutrient Financial and some other things to keep growers protecting that investment they have and making most of that acre. So, we got to watch these markets, but take the potential where we can get it.
Now, last year, did we have much tar spot in the state?
No, we didn't. I mean, we hit a dry period right down, that middle part of July, and what we had, I'd say, in June was what we felt in July. So with the forecast here, we got some rain coming up again. We got the humidity, and we've had some guys down south wanting some of our tar spot products that we've had up here in plant health. I mean, so we're going after tar spot, but also plant health. We want to plant health. Some of the strobies and some of the other fungicides do help in stress mitigation, protect, and actually increase yield. So there's multiple reasons here, but I guess it's been verified in Iowa already. So I'm just going to wager we're going to have it. We're in a pattern of weather that's got humidity. We've got the moisture now, and we got some rapid growing crops. I mean, it's great to see these crops all turn green.
Yeah, I had to laugh because I've seen some guys telling me that, not only is the corn knee high, but in some cases we're seeing corn that's shoulder high right now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's great because, June scared the tar out of everybody. And so here we are, our crops responding. I would say we've caught right back up. And I'm going to say our corn height is what I'd say my 5-year normal. I mean, sometimes even a little taller where we're at. But, those of us been around, if you think 20, 30 years ago, knee high was the old adage. And we were hoping to hit knee to waist high, and planting earlier, these great hybrids, the fertility programs we have, shoulder high, 6-8 foot tall is not uncommon. So we're going to be okay. I'm pretty optimistic.
Scott, you take care. Have a great day. Okay.
I hope you all do as well. Be safe and stay cool.
Will do. Scott DeVries over at Nutrien Ag. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Krizak House Family Restaurant. You got an event coming up, you need to supply the food, not a problem. 989-894-5531. They'll take care of you. You tell them what you need. Stop by, pick it up when the day comes, and people are going to love you for a long, long time. Also, a great place to dine in. Krizak's House, corner of Cass in Michigan, on Bay City's south side. We say good morning to Chuck Cervinsky over at Maple Hill Nursery. And Chuck, a lot of us put a lot of work into getting these pots ready, the planters ready. We have some beautiful looking flowers. We've been watering them on a regular basis. Now's the time, to kind of give them a little bit of a boost?
Give them a little boost, a little fertilizer, and how about trying some Dairy Dew from Morgan Composting? Really will make your flowers shine. It's a high carbon, high quality compost that flowers really enjoy, and it's easy to do. Just take a handful of the Dairy Dew and sprinkle it on the top of each patio pot or hanging basket and water it in, and it really does make a difference, as you well know.
You know, that granular stuff, it does really work, and you don't have to put a lot in the pot.
No, you don't. We have the Healthy Garden as well, if you want to go the granular route, and the same thing, just a little bit in the top, and you can do it every couple of weeks and not hurt the plants at all.
And you don't get that residual sinking through the pot and winding up on the surface of wherever it's sitting.
Exactly.
Great. And so, for more information and some tips, we can stop by Maple Hill Nursery.
And we'll show you how to do it with Dairy Dew products from Morgan Composting.
Chuck Cervinsky, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
We'll talk to you Friday.
I'll talk to you Friday. We'll be right back. Do you have a yield monitor in your combine? Do you print off a pretty picture every year, but you don't know what to do with it? Why don't you have PC Ag Solutions analyze your data to help you make profitable decisions for the upcoming season? We can help you analyze your data from your planter, sprayer, or combine and compare it to your soil types and nutrient availability. Anything from the planting date to your speed, population, and variety to elevation, drainage, and in-season applications. We can help you make the most profitable decision on your farm. Call us today, 989-868-4444.
When it comes to protecting your field from disease and environmental stress, there's Revitec fungicide. And there's everything else. When it comes to unparalleled power, there's Revitec. And everything else. And when it comes to speed and stamina, this is Revitec. This is everything else. Nothing else comes close to Revitec fungicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Just received a notice from the state veterinarian indicating that the Eastern equine encephalitis has tested positive in Bay County. That was as of Monday. So it might be a good idea to keep posted on that. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com. I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A warming Earth is breaking temperature records by the day. After reaching into uncharted territory Monday with an average reading of 62.6 Fahrenheit globally, University of Maine scientists say it inched up 0.3